On occasion, we hold barbecue dinners at the house. They hunt for food, compete with each other, even cooperate. They enjoy participating in activities like that, and the feeling is mutual.
Es verdad.
After all, it's always possible certain familiar faces will be missing from the crowd the next time a similar event rolls around.
Something has come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus's Sino, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
It was a great plan, shrouded in secrecy.
We all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
That's how I gained my power. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Este es el jefe, ¿no?
Participating in the plan will lose a lot of members in the
Jefe de mundo,
process.
quiero decir.
I did not anticipate we would
Sí,
meet again
tiene
after
pinta.
presenting you with the Gnosis.
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neverlet,
¿Y eso?
unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions.
Me
within
gusta,
the
me
fort.
gusta, me gusta Arlecchino. Grande Arlecchino.
Transfixed. Everlasting as the moon.
Bueno, ya está. Ya me ha ganado, lo siento, pero ya solo con esas animaciones
An
necesito a
order
Arlecchino en
once
el
given
equipo.
cannot be
¿Quién es
rescinded.
ese? ¿O esa?
Do you have any idea what you're doing? You're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find.
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
A traitor. Sino was chosen, but he was not the only one.
You'd like me to return my power?
I'm really looking forward to this rite of duels. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours.
Uy.
I want
Bueno,
you
bueno,
to
bueno,
become the
bueno,
next
bueno, bueno,
king
bueno,
of
bueno,
the
bueno,
house.
bueno, 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 por favor, pero ¿esto qué es?
I'm not
¿Qué
saying I have all
dices?
the answers, but
¿Y
doing
esto?
so will
Pero
only
vamos
bring
a
us
ver.
further away from being a real family.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me
Esto
to
se supone
remind
que
you,
es el
however,
combate
few
contra
among
Arlecchino
us are
jefe,
willing
digamos.
to sit from a glass filled
O
with
esto es parte de la historia. Porque ahí
I'll
los
make
tres
sure
hijos.
it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form. Good things come to children who do as they're told.
Bueno,
So I do
Arlecchino
hope you decide
jefe.
to tag along.
Increíble, ¿eh?
There are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
I don't want to disobey an order from Father.
Y le cambia el vestuario.
Why have you backed us into a corner?
No demonstration
Bueno,
of loyalty
bueno,
shall go
por favor.
unrewarded,
Por favor.
and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
Tiene una pinta el combate. Excelente.
Version
Vamos,
4.6
de
will
las
also
mejores,
introduce
¿eh?
a new feature, the Focused Experience Mode. Now, if you use the feature while playing Arlecchino's story quest,
verdad.
then it will minimize the number
El
of
nuevo
times that you'll
botón
be interrupted by
para evitar
characters
eso
or
de
quest
este
locations being
personaje
allocated to
está en
other
otra
quests.
misión.
So hopefully
Eso se
this
acabó
mode will
con
help
este
travelers have a
botoncito.
better story experience, you know? Nice.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Y el trono este, por favor,
Transfixed.
es increíble. La guadaña. Era cierto lo de la guadaña. Me encanta, me encanta. Vamos, vamos. Ah, vale, eso era lo que decían de que se elevaba. Vale, vale. Bueno, y el definitivo, por favor. Es increíble.
During the first phase of version 4.6,
¡Vamos!
Arlecchino, the
En el
native,
primer
and
banner.
Lyney will
Ay,
both
con Lyney.
enjoy a
Ay, que me
gameplay
voy a comer
boost.
2 arcos.
The
que lo
all-new
estoy
5-star
viendo, que lo estoy
polearm
viendo.
Crimson Moon semblance will also become
La lanza ya de
available.
por sí
Also, the Wanderer and
muy
Baizhu
bonita.
will return in
Y
the
se
second phase, so be sure to
cumplen.
keep an eye out.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
Efectivamente.
Okay,
vuelves
so
Escaramuz con
Aaron and
Baizhu.
Damon, do you have any other news you'd like to share?
Actually, I do. Let's discuss the new weekly boss.
Oh
That's
my
right.
Nuevo jefe por
We
fin.
were just
por
talking
fin,
about
para
that
los
nation. I am
personajes.
ready!
Llevo pidiéndolo desde Tartaglia. Bueno, vamos a ver, por favor, es que... ¿Pero estáis viendo esto? Venga, guadaña látigo, di que sí. Y esa forma de moverse es increíble. Ahí está el cambio. Vale, debe ser en la segunda fase, supongo. Tiene pinta de hacer daño, ¿eh? Así es bonito que me pegue.
See the knave's other side. She'll appear normally at first, as if she were giving you an ordinary training lesson, waiting to counter your attacks.
Yeah, it seems like she'll dodge all of our attacks like a phantom if we're out of her immediate range.
Qué ganas tengo, ¿eh?
Yeah, it feels like she's implying that we're all in the palm of her hand.
I mean, you guys know what her personality's like. She doesn't want her children crying or running away from conflict. Instead, she hopes that they'll be able to take the initiative, even if their opponent is their own father. The outside world will not show her children mercy, so neither can she afford to be too forgiving to them.
¿Han hecho el equipo
If
de
you
los
do
tres
not
hermanitos?
repay the blood debt directives the knave applies to you, all her attacks against you will be
Ahí, con
enhanced.
Lore por todas
But
partes, di que sí.
if you manage to out-heal the bond of life, the knave will reward you for repaying this blood debt, and your charged attacks against her will be enhanced.
Don't the bone wings on her back look like spiders?
Yes, that's it.
I like it.
Oh my gosh, it's like she has total control of her prey while she watches them struggle and closes the distance. Ugh, it's kind of creepy being the hunted one for once.
Okay. I think we should stop the introduction here. Let's leave some space for everyone to experience the challenge for themselves.
Wait, so I know that many travelers
Nuevos
may be wondering.
artefactos.
Fragment of harmonic whimsy and unfinished reverie. Travelers who are interested in them should offer you one clue that you probably wouldn't be able to guess otherwise. A mysterious youngster with connections to the mystery will make his debut during the case. And Sino's friends are
¿Será
not just
4
freeloaders
estrellas?
who...
Atención, primer código, ya sabéis, como diría un gran sabio, corred insensatos, que dura muy poquito.
Of Fontaine will open
pues
in
a mí no
version
me sale ni por
4.6.
casualidad,
Travelers will get to visit the village of Petrichor. Though, would there even be much
Tenemos
to see on
superficie
such a small
también.
island?
Vale.
Well, yeah, guess this is where I'm supposed to really confidently say totally, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, now that you've mentioned it, there's definitely more to this village than meets the eye, right?
Yeah, I think we're focused on the wrong thing here. This is where the kingdom of Remuria's remains lay at rest. So how big was such a glorious and prosperous
Estamos
nation,
siguiendo
really?
al Nerva.
Oh, well, now that you say that, I mean, this little town looks a whole lot bigger.
¿Y ese
Now
gato?
that's a neat trick. Anyway, this is where we'll meet a talking cat. With its guidance, we will be able to see the civilization that vanished.
Tenemos a un
thousands
gato
of
de
years
compañero
ago.
de aventuras, ¿en serio?
Oh my gosh,
Está
that's
para cuando
amazing.
Anything
por
for a
favor.
talking cat.
As Aaron mentioned at the beginning of the program, King Remus composed a symphony, one with wondrous power that grants the wishes of the human souls dwelling within.
Yes, I'm getting it. I actually don't
You're
get it.
so not getting
don't
it.
get
That's okay. I will explain it in a few words. So you'll just have to learn about the symphony by going on an adventure with this little cat. I'll avoid spoiling the adventure itself, but you'll arrive at the
Y encima
Remuria ruins
bucea el
with the
gato.
cat.
Ojo con el gato,
The
¿eh?
kingdom's remnants slumber in the depths where the sunlight can't reach. You'll meet a dragon in the deep seas.
Dun, dun, dun.
So you'll be able to obtain powers relating to the symphony, which will help you explore the lost realm
Hombre,
of
después de haber
Remuria.
hecho el evento
You'll be able
este
to pause the
gatuno,
melody
supongo que
within the
nos
realm of this
entenderemos bien
ancient
con él, ¿no?
civilization. You can also unseal time in places where it stopped.
So these
cool.
powers will let you interact with specific objects in the ruins. You know, that might be useful for solving puzzles during your adventure.
Totally.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, a forgotten statue sits in a recess of the
Vale,
fated castle,
efectivamente este era el
silently
nuevo jefe
proclaiming
del
the
mundo.
immortality and glory of a great civilization.
Curioso,
It awaits a
curioso.
warrior who would dare challenge the majesty of the ancient ruler.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The statue of marble and brass will soon be coming as a boss. You can earn all sorts of materials if you manage to beat it in a challenge.
I'm so hyped for it.
Oh my gosh, yes. And Damon, you did such a great job with
Yes, you
introducing
did.
it.
That was great.
Great
That was
work.
great, Damon. Wait, but real quick question. How do we even get to such a remote little island?
That is a great question. Travelers who have already completed the third act of the Archon quest, Song of the Dragon and Freedom, will automatically unlock a teleport waypoint in the village of Petrichor. Hopefully this helps travelers with exploring the new area.
Y
I've heard
¿eso
that
qué
this
quiere
feature
decir?
will return for
Que
many
toda
new
la zona
areas
que
in the
falta
future.
nos la van a
So
poner.
exciting.
I know. so cool.
No me lo
All right,
creo.
that's all
Ojalá,
the
pero no me
information
lo
that we
creo.
have about Fontaine for now.
And
All right.
Eso le da frescura al juego. ¿Ya? ¿Segundo código? Ay, que este directo va a ser breve. Ya nos pondrán los eventos, último código y se acabó.
Welcome
Míralo.
back, everyone.
Hey!
Okay, I
Anda.
hear that a musical
Sí que
tour is
tenemos
coming
nuevo
to Inazuma,
instrumento, sí,
and the
y se
organizer is
confirma.
none other than
Personaje que nos van a regalar,
Arlecchino
Gorou.
himself.
Cada día más cerca de su C4.
Max, would you like to tell us more about it?
News
It
for
would
you.
be my-
Dvorak will be giving away a brand new musical instrument to our travelers called the Night Wind Horn.
Ooh.
So if you enjoy
Ooh.
playing music in real life, or especially if you enjoy playing music in the game, be sure to check it out.
I'm looking forward to seeing more amazing performances from all the great musicians out there.
Are you now? Well, since you're so excited about it and the festival, why don't you help launch
Diría
the
que es la
Artaki
primera
Rockin'
vez
for
que el
Life tour?
instrumento no es de percusión, ¿no?
All right, there's 3 steps
no, hemos
to
tenido
preparing
cuerda
for the
también.
festival.
Hemos tenido
Number
cuerda
1,
y percusión.
Extreme
Faltaba viento.
Carnival
Cierto,
Ensemble.
cierto.
We can practice getting into the flow with some rhythm games while the stage is still coming together.
Wow, those keys look really unique.
Yeah,
ahí
they
todo
really are.
perfecto.
And the second task is
Como
called
lo
the
sacaremos.
Trillion Trinket Trawl. Say that 3 times fast. The Trillion Trinket Trawl, the Trillion Trinket Trawl, the Trillion Trinket Trawl. I did it. We can't have a rockin' music festival without a rockin' venue. So, travelers will be helping Dvorak spruce it up with his list of items.
It's a piece of cake, right?
Yeah. And lastly, we have the Meeting of Melodies.
Tenemos que
Can't have a
recolectar
party without
petas.
adoring fans, so we gotta invite fellow music lovers to come jam with us. After listening to their tunes, we can restore the missing music notes.
Oh, so we'll be able to hear them sing. That is super exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the point. Music gets you pumped. And after we've rocked out to the pure spirit of music awesomeness
La
in
verdad es que yo
Inazuma,
los he
over in
disfrutado
Mondstadt,
muchísimo,
we'll be
estos
dancing to a
eventos de
tense
música.
and thrilling tune.
La verdad,
Hold
de
up,
los que
hold
más
up.
he disfrutado.
What do you mean by tense and thrilling?
Does it mean anything if I say Wind Trace, Seekers and Strategy has finally arrived?
Yes! I love Wind Trace. And yeah, it can get a little tense at times.
Well, then
Volvemos
the
a
new name
Mondstadt. Va a
implies
ser
that the
verdad
game
que
has
ahora
undergone
siempre
some
evento a
mechanics
Mondstadt.
changes, yeah?
Yeah, you're correct. That's very intuitive of you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you'll be playing hide and seek as rebels and hunters, just like before, but there are a few new
Esto es
rules.
Liyue, ¿no?
Yeah, when rebels are
¿Multijugador?
captured for the first time, they'll be exiled to the
vale.
surveillance zone for a short period of time. Now,
Que lo han
they will be
renovado este
automatically
evento.
freed after their
Vale,
timeout, but
vale.
also their friends
Este es
can
el
try
de
to help them
Cazadores y
escape the zone
Rebeldes.
early. But if you get sent to jail twice, you're permanently deleted from the game.
Ooh, that does sound tense and thrilling.
Right?
And that's not all. Oh no, each round will have 6 signaling devices, which will prevent nearby rebels from disguising or concealing
No se
themselves.
nota, la
The
caja
rebels' goal
moviéndose. No
is
se
to
nota.
repair these devices while also avoiding capture. Once they repair 4 devices, they win the match. Oh, and rebels can work together to repair these devices.
Así que
And
ya no solo
hunters will
toca
either need
esconderse,
to
ahora
prevent the
tenemos que
rebels from
activar los
repairing the
cacharros
signaling
estos.
devices, or they can simply eliminate their opponents.
If you team up with friends, then watching these games should be a blast.
She gets it. She gets it. But the next part is even more thrilling. When rebels are fixing a signaling device, the device being repaired will enter the high-speed signaling state. What does it mean? It means it'll give off a light visible by every player in the area. In fact, the device will even be marked on the minimap.
Ooh, okay. So that means that repairing the devices will expose your location.
Corre que te pilla.
Oh my gosh.
Corre que te
It's
pilla.
these sort of unexpected risks that can be the most nerve-wracking. This is gonna be super interesting to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And in another event, travelers will receive a rather strange commission.
What do you mean, rather strange?
¿Por qué pone
What
esa
I
voz de
mean is,
repente?
there's a chef who's famous for using unusual ingredients, and he wants to make friends with a pyro-regisvine.
Huh?
Oh yeah, and not just a pyro-regisvine, he also wants to befriend a primo geovishap, and a jade plume terror shroom, and the millennial pearl
¿Os estáis
seahorse.
dando cuenta que tenemos por aquí alrededor
You guys heard me the
las
first time.
insignias
Yeah,
de
I thought you would
bronce,
react this
plata,
way.
oro
Anyway,
y platino?
a chef recently returned from a trip to
Me
Natlan,
gusta,
and he
¿sabéis?
started getting some
Iremos siempre a por
ideas.
el
He
platino.
thought he should toughen himself
todos
up by
los
having his
eventos
own
que podamos.
companion. You know, just like how people from Natlan have Saurian companions.
That makes sense. Kind of. Wait, did you say that he came back from Natlan?
Listen, Damon. If you want to know the details, go check out the event when the version is live, all right? But for now, it's time for me to introduce the gameplay.
Okay, all right. We hear you.
All right, you got it.
You got it.
In this challenge, you can adjust the difficulty and your negotiation strategies. If you've got the guts, then you can take on
Evento de
fearless
combate.
difficulty. You can also talk to Ranji to
Interesante,
adjust the number of
interesante.
negotiation strategies. So if you reduce them, it amps up the challenge difficulty, giving you the perfect opportunity to test your skills.
Cool.
Both active strategies and long-term
¿En serio vas
strategies
a
are
por
available.
Regis
You can trigger
con
active strategies at will.
viajero
However,
¿En
your
serio?
opponent's HP and level will change depending on the number of strategies that you've picked.
Ooh, that's cool.
So you've got to choose your favorite strategies to come out on top. Play to your strengths.
Wow.
Noted.
And moving on, travelers should be familiar with our next event, Vibro Crystal
Rerun
Applications.
de evento.
Ooh, it
Este ya lo
seems
hemos
like
tenido
the event
en más
involves
de una
connecting
ocasión, de
different
hecho.
vibrating crystals in order to generate different effects.
Aaron, I am so impressed by how intuitive you are.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. That means
That is
so much
incredible.
coming from you.
Yeah, well, I meant it. Each round requires 2 teams. Before each
Evento en el
battle,
cual
you can set up
nos
Vibro
permiten
Crystal
probar
Harmonics plans
personajes.
for each of your
Eso
teams.
siempre gusta.
This will allow you to receive different combat buffs when you combine transmitter crystals and receiver crystals.
Basically, the transmitter crystal decides the trigger condition,
Vale.
while the
Parece
receiver
que este es
crystal
igual que
determines
la
the buff
última
that your
vez.
team gets as
Este
a
no lo han
result.
cambiado.
By connecting them in different combinations, you can create varying harmonic effects. It's your custom buff plan.
Wow.
Spot on, Sarah Miller Cruz.
Thank you.
And you gain a harmonic point for each time that you trigger a harmonic effect. You can get even more combat bonuses if you accumulate enough harmonic points. Each challenge will have different trial characters, so you can choose the harmonic buff that works best for your team setup. Be sure to maximize your points if you want to exchange them for rewards.
Nice. Also, the Genius Invocation TCG event, the Forge Realms Temper, will be returning in version 4.6. The heated battle mode will also receive an update.
Este
So
es
don't
el
miss
del
out,
combate contra el
duelists.
narval, ¿no? Cuando...
And there's going to be an overflowing
En la fase
mastery
esa que
event, so you can
luchamos
more
contra-
easily train up the characters who need the extra boosty boost.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Max. You just did an amazing
Yes,
job.
that was impressive.
Thank you,
introducing all
Sarah.
that.
Oh, thanks,
And
guys.
since you introduced so many events in one go,
Realmente,
I feel like you deserve
muchos
a little
eventos
break.
repetidos.
You know what?
El de cazadores
yes,
y
you
rebeldes.
agree?
I was gonna
Well,
say,
I
I
agree
agree.
too.
Este
Agree.
de
So
resonancia.
how about now?
El de hito
let's
en realidad
check
repetido.
out the
last
last
redemption
redemption
code.
Diría que solo uno es 100% nuevo. Último código.
Welcome back, everyone. Next up, we're presenting some information about improvements for different in-game systems.
Nice.
First up, we have some updates for the Serenity Pot, such as the Quick Obtain feature. Instead of having to navigate a bunch of menus, you can use
Es
this
verdad.
feature to put
Novedades
all
en la
missing furnishings
relajatetera.
into a
Ahora
queue,
tendremos una
where you can
lista
use one click to purchase any missing
Para
components
poner
and then craft
directamente
your
a
desired
fabricar
piece.
más
Ooh, that does
decoraciones,
actually
sino
sound very
las
convenient.
So
cinco de
convenient, so
siempre, luego
convenient.
vuelve
The
con
avatar
otras
system
cinco.
will also be updated, so you'll be
Otra
able to use
novedad.
more portraits of your familiar
Nuevos
friends
avatares.
as your profile display.
Referentes a misiones.
Oh, that mask is
Y
Hanachiru
ese, por
Sato,
ejemplo,
isn't it?
es precioso.
Oh, and there's Arama,
You
and
bet.
Oh!
the Thunderbird, and Rue, and more. This is amazing.
So many more. I'm sure lots of travelers like them. Treasure compasses have also been updated. Its markers will be
Muy
displayed on
bonitos,
both
¿eh?
the
Los
large
nuevos
map
avatares
and the
muy
mini
bonitos.
map. The compasses will also include information about different
La
map
novedad de la
layers.
brújula también.
Way more
mirad,
intuitive.
sí que marca si está
It's
en la
time to eradicate
superficie o
all
no.
the
Vale,
maps
vale,
with
bien, bien, bien.
99% exploration progress.
Entonces sí que es una mejora.
Exploration!
Eradication!
Yes! Now that we've gone over some updates to the